Hey guys, I don't know, I was feeling pretty chill today, so I was like, why don't I film my next video? So I just recently finished this sketchbook. This is number 12 in my Sketchbook Tour series, and let's just jump into it. So this book's the same brand, I believe, as the last one. You can see I was going a little bit more simple here. I started it May 2020 and then finished it here last July, I guess. I was finishing up Mermaid. I was kind of, I got maybe 6 or 7 days before I was like, I'm over it. This Frodo from Lord of the Rings. Pretty much all the paints just watercolor. Character, like, design, I guess. Expression. This has like a purpley acrylic background. I was thinking if that would work, using acrylic colors as a background that weren't black. It's alright, I guess. It does make the paper really thick using acrylic paint, because this is just like, it's not really meant for watercolors, this paper. It's more like a sketch paper, if you will. This might be the last mermaid piece I did. So I started to do these like finished illustrations. So normally I would do a piece like this on maybe like a thick Bristol, but most of the time it would be on like watercolor paper, just basic traditional watercolor paper. So here's one in this book though. I don't know if any of you guys have sketchbooks do this, but I love collecting like stickers from fruits and stuff. A lot of unfinished pieces. Well, I wouldn't really call this a piece, but some unfinished drawings that I never got around to coloring. Bilbo, more Bilbo. And so I was really into like the plant summer vibes. More fruit stickers. Just some sketches. I think I was in the car when I did this one. Or this page, I mean. Just some random. I noticed I stopped doing more random people drawings and was doing more like fan art or just like a doodle of myself. So it was a little refreshing to do some just random people from nothing. Okay, so my grandma has like a huge collection of Dutch stuff, like vintage plates and just sort of like knickknacks and stuff, and her whole house is filled with it. So it was really inspiring to draw like some sort of maybe a traditional Dutch ladies. Black Widow. I was attempting to do Marvel July. I don't know if there's like a... Oh, yeah, okay. So I did Hulk. Don't remember her name. There's a lot of characters who I don't actually know on the list, but I decided to give them a little draw anyway. Fantastic Four. I do know Fantastic Four. Captain America. I remember I was starting to feel like, I don't know, like a lot of like anxiety during this time. So I feel like that's why the sketchbook is like really messy and all over the place. Particularly with this one, because I was just, that's how my brain was feeling. I had a lot of fun painting this on this little garden with my characters in it. Yeah, okay, so there was these two separate pants. Like, one of them was like a checkerboard pattern, and the other was like a red color. And I think they would have been too small for me from the thrift store, but I'm like, oh, I want them so bad. But if I draw them on a character, it's kind of like having them, sort of like random superhero persona, like a superhero persona thing. Oh, this has a soap label. It's so pretty. I love soap labels in particular because they're usually designed with a bunch of flowers and they're all like neat and dainty. This one's kind of an unfinished page too, actually. Yeah, I had introduced my sister to Umbrella Academy because the second season had just come out, and oh, it was so good. Here's 5 and Klaus. Oh, here's another. This is like an I don't know what to call it, organic paper, recycled paper, and I just like glued that in. This was for the character design challenge. The theme was fairy, maybe? I don't know. I mean, she is a fairy, so maybe it was fairy. Ugh. This is my mood. And this was for the next design challenge, which was, I think it was skate park animals or something like that. This is another like finished illustration. It's kind of like mixed media. This is like acrylic paint, the blue, with some water. Well, maybe not. I guess it's all acrylic paint except when it comes to the top part where I would sort of merge it together. And then this is watercolor as well. Number 5. I kind of like this pose. It's not too terrible. I have trouble with poses, doing like unconventional poses. A lot of times I'll just do like a head or down to the waist. Although this bob's a full body. I see. So it's getting more into fall now. I think this was like August, September, and I'll be watching Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Deep Space Nine is one of my favorite shows, but also just like one of my favorite of the Star Trek series. This is a character from Deep Space Nine. I really like the way this came out. I was painting like, I'm pretty sure classes had started and I would paint during like a break outside. More Deep Space Nine. This is my OTP. If you know, you know. Doing okay, whoa, this looks really weird on my camera, but this is like highlighter in the background. Just drawing rooms. This one looks weird because like the Sharpie bled through it. Even more Deep Space Nine. This one's this one just started as like a random sketch, and then I decided to put more and more effort into it. My sister, this one, my sister's character and my character, they like share a world together, like a Wild West sort of thing. So I wanted to do like a really big spread of like the main cast, if it was to have a cast, that is. Because we all know most stories, they just stay inside. They just stay inside my head. It's kind of crocodile lady. Yeah, so around this time, like, the wildfires in Oregon where I live were like so bad. It was probably like one of the worst ever. It was like an apocalypse. Like, the sky was dark during the day and ash. It like rained from the sky. It was so horrible. Ugh. Right, so in DS9, these are like the main characters, and then I realized that their colors are kind of like a rainbow, like the main cast. But then I started thinking about it, and I think these two should actually be swapped. So he's actually more teal than this character is green. So other than that, though, I feel like I accomplished something. I feel like this page was here to like cover up some drawing I did that I thought looked bad. I don't remember. Some picture I just gave up on. It's kind of sad when I give up on a drawing, but you just gotta move on, I guess. Little Odo. More Odo. My sister drew this one. Like more collage elements with like this background. Okay, this was fan art for a Cirque du Soleil show that I guess they stopped doing in like I don't know when they stopped doing it, but it was really good, so I'm like, oh, I'll do some fan art for it. This is from a show, or not a show, but like a movie, like one of those Halloween specials. I think it's called like When Good Ghouls Go Bad, which, to be honest, that's a really bad title. But yeah, it's pretty funny. It has like Christopher Lloyd, so that's who this is supposed to be. Ouch. And this is another one for the character design challenge. The theme was like fox adventurer, and my brother's dog kind of looks like a fox, so I used him as inspiration for this one. Just some random doodles before class. Mousy wielding magic. More Deep Space Nine stuff. My character. There's actually not that much finished art pieces in here, not so much as the last one. Just kind of a bummer. But I was really busy with school, so it's not as much. Oh my god, you guys. So like around fall, I love watching like, I don't know, like fall themed movies or whatever. And so I was like rewatching Tin Man. If you guys don't know, it's like an older, like, I think it's from like 2009 or something like that. And it's so not good, but at the same time, it's really great and I love it. This one I colored digitally, so I'll add in the piece right here. So I think at this point it was like winter, Christmas time, around there. Yeah, it was around Hanukkah slash, you know, like Christmas time, so I was doing some seasonal art, if you will. I made like a Tolkien Sona. She's like a hobbit and a dwarf. Half hobbit, half dwarf. Yeah, right, so the character design challenge was it's like fighting robots, or like boxing, robot boxing. So I just did my little robot character that I draw sometimes. Some fan art from the Birdcage movie. Megamind, screenshot redraw. Yeah, so I guess like winter classes were starting up again, and there's something about having to do schoolwork again that like triggers the art side of my brain as well, and then I just get like a surge of wanting to make like illustrations. Some layouts for a comic that, okay, I know in the previous books I was saying I was like, you know, like really lazy and I don't want to do comics, but I think I may have found a faster way for me to do them, so I'm gonna try. I have a whole script laid out, and so I'm gonna try to draw it. It's just one quick story, and well, we'll see. I'll keep you guys I'll keep you guys up to date on how that works out. I was well, I want to say I was rewatching Supernatural, but I think it was back in one of my previous sketchbooks. I don't remember which one. The 2015 one, where I had watched Supernatural, but then I sort of stopped at like season 10 or 9 or 10, and so I started like rewatching it again and falling back down the rabbit hole. So here's the first cast of this book, and there will be more. I actually finished this one, so was it around Christmas? It was, so this is like January. I had drawn this out in like pencil and just sort of left it in here, and then I like continue going, like I continue working on the page, and then I'll go back and then work on this more. But I kind of forgot about it up until just recently when I finished it, I think like last month. So it's fun. So my OCs, some characters, redrawing the fairy. This is kind of like the vibe I wanted for the fairy that I don't think I captured in her first drawing. So like in this version, she looks kind of, I don't know, kind of confused, maybe a little goofy, but this one I feel like she has more like a captivating expression. So it's fun. Another Castiel. This is like a screenshot redraw. Got a chibi cast or something. My wizard cowboy character. I wouldn't really call him a cowboy, but Wild West wizard. Crowley, Supernatural Crowley, and Castiel. They were quite funny together. I wish they had more episodes with the two of them. It's a bummer. Hey, there's something about winter, I guess, that just triggered my brain to make these like really saturated paintings. Oh, okay. So I wanted to do like a full illustration with me and my sister's character. He's a sheriff, and then he's like the wizard from the previous page. And I finally did one. I actually really like the way this one came out. I wanted like a really like 90s sort of cartoon, but also kind of an anime vibe. And I think I really got that in this piece. So I'm pretty proud of myself with how that one turned out, if I could say that. My plant head, clock, and then human girl characters. This is like a little like background color study from The Wizard of Oz. This is like the persona, not a persona, maybe more like an avatar that I used, like, I don't know, when I was like a younger artist or whatever. And then this is sort of like me now, and it's like the contrast. It's another Castiel. And a collage. Castiel and then Aziraphale from Good Omens. You know, maybe they would be just chilling together on a bench. I don't know. Got this like Dean and Sam. Another cast. Wow, okay. I drink a lot of tea in the summer. Or in the winter, I mean. Shoot. No. In the winter, I drink a lot of tea. I drink tea in the summer too, though. I was wanting to make like a Shrek piece. But this is like the first one and it failed, so I drew them again. Gonzo from the Muppets. Okay, so this is like a little, I don't know, illustration or whatever of the characters from this story slash comic that I'm working on, like, or at least that I'm trying to work on right now. And see, I only got to the pencil stage and I never got to finishing it. It's feeling a little nostalgic, so I put on the Avengers. Ah! There's like this light. I can't seem to block it. Yeah, so spring was coming. Usually I draw Bob, my OC, around spring and summer. Like, part of his lore is that his hat grows flowers to, like, well, because he's supposed to be like a ghost, even though he just looks like generic anime kid, but he's like a ghost. So like in the warmer seasons, flowers grow over his grave, and then they also grow over his hat, like, simultaneously. And then my OC Apple is a like wildflower themed witch. Random Kubrick. This is the character from, what's that? Hocus Pocus? I don't know. Some more of these characters. Little Treasure Planet doodles. Yeah, this yellow is like a grease marker and sort of like a Copic, and it really bleeds through, so anything on the other side, it's getting conked out. I don't know what it was about last semester, but I'm like, ugh, is it over yet? Can it please end? So hopefully I'll be going back to actually being on campus because of, it's getting a little better in terms of like Rona or whatever, so hopefully I could get back to campus. I was also feeling a little bit, you know, well, it's like spring, and spring always reminds me of Lord of the Rings, so I did this piece, some random, like Star Trek drawings. Random doodles. Some layout stuff for the concept. When I do these like layouts, I make them like really rough, so I just basically have the main idea of like the movement and stuff like that. I don't know what came over me. I decided to watch like the Night at the Museum movies. So I did some Night at the Museum stuff. Fan art. That stuff, but yeah, I'll put in the digital sort of just flat colored version of this right here. My brother got this like mechanical pencil, but it takes in colored lead. So I did draw these two in colored pencil. There's some watercolor here, but it's mostly colored pencil. More random sketches. This was kind of like an outfit I was wearing that I built a character around. That's sometimes fun. Like if you ever have like an outfit or something that you really like wearing, you try like incorporating it into maybe a story or a character if you're working on one. From Karate Kid. This is the cover of like a bad drawing, so it's never. I never finished. I didn't finish this sketch either. This is like a acrylic orange that I was just playing around with. Really, it's just like random drawings. Whenever I get to the end of a sketchbook, I get really bored. I'm just sort of over it, you know, I want a fresh start. I started watching Lost again. Watching Lost, says Harley and John walk. And Lost. Random collage. Some line art. I might have to take a picture of these two and then color them inside. I haven't done anything with these two yet because like I thought I knew what I was doing, but then I don't really like the way it was executed, so I may draw this same idea over again, but I don't know. Trying to do like a little comic story. And so that's it for the stuff inside the book. But then I have some bonus things in here, as always. So, just get through that. Let's see what this is. Oh my god. Some sort of fish? Person? Characters from my comic story thing. Some OC stuff. You can see like my math notes. It's funny, I usually do more loosely, less, I don't know, like I'm less stressed when I draw on lined paper. It's really weird. This is part of like a little series, like the illustrated comic sort of deal. So it's actually pretty high up there on my Instagram, so like if you guys want to look at it completed. But I could throw in like the completed version of this right here. This is one of the characters from this show, Dark Star movie, I mean. And I colored this one inside as well, and I don't know if I didn't like the direction she's facing, but I also flipped it, so. Yeah, this is usually where like my digital art line work goes to die. Some number 5 from Umbrella Academy. Blank page. Yeah, so here's another comic-y thing. This Castiel is like a redraw of this this other one I was doing. Or this other one that I did, like back in my 2015 sketchbook. And I don't know, I thought it was okay. On the colored version, right here. So that's all the bonus stuff in the back. And that's pretty much it. So guys, that's actually all the books that I have so far all caught up. I do have a selection of like mini random sketchbooks. So this isn't the last sketchbook video, but for now, this has been pretty much all of them. If you guys been sticking around since the beginning, you know, or you're just randomly clicked on this video, like, thanks, dude. That's it means, I don't know. Otherwise these books would just be in a box if they weren't shown anywhere. So I kind of wanted them like all shown. So thanks for sticking around, guys. If you want to follow like social media or whatever, if you want, it'll be like down in the description box, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.